I have just 24 hours to get as rich as possible. That includes full beacons, max tools and armor, and so much more. Step 1, get multiple 12,000 XP dragons. This has not been possible since 1.10, but I've invented a brand new strategy. It's going to require me going to the end, so I'm going to make that happen. Once I've got plenty of iron, I will anyway. And since I am by an ocean, making a boat and searching for shipwrecks makes the most sense. Thankfully, there is some food on board here, and I also need the paper. I can also grab the treasure map. Here are some ruins with another one and some very helpful resources. And I just got mining fatigue. Oh wow, there's a monument right next to this. I need a bucket and a cow. First I'll do some smelting, then craft and get milk. All three of these maps are exactly the same, so I'll craft a pickaxe, lower my render distance to 2, and make an attempt to get this gold. Found the spot, let's get in and mine up the gold. And to escape, I go back out the same way. What a successful mission. Here's 2 more shipwrecks with lots of good loot, and in the captain's quarters, iron and emeralds. Plus a diamond right here. The treasure's over there but guarded by mobs. So I'll grab wool to make a bed to go to sleep. There's a ruined portal down there, but treasure is priority. Now I'll check this out. And I got this enderman in a boat. Let's go. But sadly no ender pearl. The chest has obsidian and 2 more gold blocks to be grabbed. If I ever see sugarcane, I have to grab it since paper is super important. I'll also get flint to get cooked meat and accidentally burn down the forest in the process. Probably a good time to leave. Next is Operation Get to the Nether, which means trying to find some lava. Also, gunpowder is pretty important, so no creeper is safe. There has to be lava down here. It's absolutely massive, I reckon, down here. It's gotta be mission accomplished. Mineshaft and more loot. First cave spider found. Not how I want to die today, so I'm gonna mine some wood and craft a shield. I found lava. Now I just need to make sure I live long enough to use it. More gunpowder available, and also diamonds. Not bad. Actually, quite a few here as well. Although right now they're not important because I can just get my armor from the end city. So I will quickly do this. Very quick and easy, and Operation Search the Nether can begin. Not the best place to spawn, but at least I can get a bit more wood, and it looks like there's a bastion this way. So let's see if my calculations are correct. Oh, it opens up beautiful, and there's so many endermen here. I could just get a load of these. I nearly died there. Okay, I looked at an enderman and made him angry, and then a pigman went into my boat, which just messed everything up. That's the first ender pearl, and now I need to be a little bit more careful with it. Took out 10 endermen, only have 2 pearls. That's some pretty bad drop rates. Also, not quite as confident that there was a bastion this way. Hot tourist destinations, and the bastion has been located. I'll just need some lava so I can deal with the brutes. Time to grab the gold and trade it. This is who I'm afraid of, but not anymore. An ancient debris has been found. Plus big step. I tell you what, that makes somebody very, very rich. And looting 3 sword. That is actually gonna be so useful for ender pearls. Might as well grab the lodestone and a load of extra loot. That's everything that I need from here. Didn't get pearls, but if I work my way back to my portal, then I can take out enderman with looting 3. Also leave the seed in the description because some people will think that it's fake, or because of looting 3. And now the main goal is to find a fortress. Did I really just ender pearl into a pigman? Now they're all gonna be angry. This just isn't fair. I should also clarify, this is a random seed. Random seed that I'm going to die on. Just kidding, I wouldn't die that easily. According to Pyre, there's a fortress in this direction, in about 250 blocks. I basically got sick of searching for it the old-fashioned way. Ruined portal, complete with gold, obsidian, and boots. So it wasn't a fortress that the spawner was in. It was actually showing me a treasure bastion, which is going to be pretty cool. What have we got here? Oh, look at this. And plenty of gold. Plus, look at this pickaxe. Now's a very good time to leave and continue searching for a fortress. Turns out there was a fortress just the other side of this bastion. And annoyingly, my shield's broke, I'm out of wood, and out of fire resistance. Didn't mean to do that either. This is one of my stickier situations. Why did I decide to do this challenge in hardcore? Step 1, put on a diamond helmet. Step 2, make iron armor. And step 3, try not to die. This is going to be a great fortress for getting the stuff for the wither because of the biome that it's in. So remembering its location is going to be crucial. I'd better repair this sword. And I am out of food, which to be honest means I might even die here. Just be careful, SB. I think it's going to be smart to go through here, make a portal, and mine upwards to get some food. This is the worst biome possible for me right now. Where are the animals? Fish will do, and I might as well go after the stronghold. Apparently, I've sailed over it because it's that way now, but I've come to land. I need food, and there's a village over there. I'm going in. Quickly grab these, make some bread, and get regenning. And next, I need to spend the night going after creepers, because for the end, I will need at least a stack of gunpowder. And I will also need quite a bit of slime, so I'm keeping an eye out for a swamp. But unfortunately, they're not easy to find. Another village, and look at that, it's a swamp. I'm just too late, it's becoming daytime now, so no slimes tonight. Oh, look, an emerald. But that's not important right now. My priority today is to find the stronghold. By my calculations, it's right here. There we go. And now that it's found, I need to get back to that swamp. It's a pink sheep. They're so rare! And actually spawned one of them is something a rich person would have, so maybe I'll be back to collect it later. This is apparently the world's smallest swamp, but thankfully there's another one here, and it's way, way bigger. Slime spotted. Hopefully if I keep going all night, I'll get all the ones that I need. I've got a decent amount, but tomorrow night I will need more. But in the meantime, I can get wood, cobblestone, lapis, and redstone. Then I can start crafting these components. And here's an amethyst geode. I don't think I need it though. And diamonds. Nice. Not really looking for them, but still nice. It's gonna be pretty close to night again, but I'm not leaving till I've got all the redstone. And as crazy as this sounds, I actually need a hopper minecart. I'm fast running out of space for stuff, but it will be useful. And diamonds in this one. Couple more right here. Okay, they're literally just everywhere. It's redstone I want, not diamonds. And yeah, I can only seem to find one of them. There's a lot to be found here, though. Look at this, I can make a cobblestone generator. I don't know anybody that makes these unless they're playing Skyblock. But it's letting me craft my observers, so I can't complain. That frees up another slot I've used to pour the quartz. Until I get shulker boxes, it's just all about inventory management. I'm looking pretty well stocked, so I can grab more cobble and start crafting pistons. So that's my pistons and levers. Pretty much everything sorted, except the slime blocks. I need loads of slime blocks. So I'll wait for the sun to set and get busy collecting slime. And a lot should spawn tonight since it's a full moon, just like this guy. Let me get this sword repaired. Grab one final slime and also another creeper. Realistically, I feel like one more night would be wise. But me, I'm not a wise person. So I'm just going to take what I've got and hope that it works out. Now let's go down this little hole and see if I can find the portal room. Found diamonds. Guess that's not too bad. Just temporarily dropped into a cave for creepers. And I found quite a few more than I bargained for. Plus diamonds everywhere. Kind of wanted to wait till I got fortune before I went mining for these. I can't help it if I keep finding them. Mission accomplished. Fill in the eyes. And this right here is where I'm going to be able to put extra items in so that I can take everything through. I'd also like to try and track down the bookcase room because books will be useful. And next I need to get out of here is to get stacks and stacks of wood and grab a bunch of slime. With that, I think I'm all set so I can gather up the wood. And there's one more thing I reckon it'll be wise for me to do. Get either mending or unbreaking from a villager. That could also require a lot of emeralds, so I'm using a Fletcher. Mission accomplished. It's very expensive, but I can't even afford it. I've got rid of more of my wood than to buy it. And this makes me want to get a little bit more wood to make up for what I lost. I think I've now got everything. Once I go to the end, there is no coming back. The only thing that does kind of worry me is the gunpowder. Having 2 stacks would be ideal. And you know what? It's getting dark. I've got time to get a few more. This much is good enough for me. Another thing I think I'll find useful is a grindstone. And there's nothing more I can get now. I'm going to the end. Only took me 4 hours of preparation. But trust me, it will be well and truly worth it. And getting string for bows might also be wise. Plus extra lapis never hurt. Now for the moment of truth. It's gone through. I'm going through. Not a bad spawn. Don't push it into the void. Actually got the rails so I could do something like that. And so now to do a few calculations to set things up, such as a platform for me to stand on, and also a long slab pathway. Can you see how as I go across here, the fog disappears? That tells me that I'm now out of like the dragon's area. I go as far as 250, then make the platform. And so this is where the dragon is going to be defeated. It makes sense to thicken this out as well, so that the flying machine components don't fall in the void. Then I need to go and get some obsidian. Thankfully, not hard to do. And in my hardcore world and other people's worlds, people have got multiple ender dragons. But those ones that get duplicated only drop 500 XP, and the original one that first spawns in the world isn't the one being duped. This is actually the first time anyone has ever come up with a viable way to get XP from them. And I need to not screw this bit up because I need to go and get Elytra, but I could not fall in the void there. That would have been a disaster. Fly machine is just easier than placing loads of blocks. Land ahead. Looks like this is the part where I have to get off. My boat got stuck, but my fly machine just kept on going. And I might as well go on for it. It is faster. Aha! Entity spotted. Unfortunately, it's not one with an Elytra, but it still has lots of valuable things that I need. Especially shulker shells. I have been waiting to craft one of these for a long time. And of course, the OP loot is nice too. Mainly the armor and tools that I'm bothered about. There's even more right here. But all these roofs have items underneath them. It's amazing. Silk touch pickaxe would be good so I can get ender chests. And now it is on to the next place. Assuming I don't miss that MLG. Don't know why I take risks like that. An end ship has been found. Now I've just got to find a way to get over there. And ender pearls might be my best option. In fact, there's 1, 2, 3. Can't stop finding them at this point. I'm going to risk everything with this one. Thank goodness it landed. End ship successfully reached. Elytra successfully obtained. I'll add mending, craft rockets, and check out these over here. Man, this does make life much easier. Quite a lot of diamonds. Another end ship and more extra loot. I should also grab the dragon head before I forget. So much more good loot. And I can just keep going. Oh my goodness, look at that sword. Apparently this is 2 end cities in one. I've never seen that before. Oh my goodness. Okay, I just realized what happened there. My elytra broke. Thankfully I had some spare. I'm just trying to go back to the main island, but I can't find an end gateway. So I just keep on collecting loot. And this is an entity that's going to have so much loot. Finally found one. I'll just grab this loot before I go. And now phase 2 of the end can begin. And I'm also going to create a little base of operations right here. So much stuff here to be combined. Well, the next step is to freeze the Ender Dragon. You've seen me do this in my main hardcore world, but this time there's going to be a few changes. Might as well get rid of this on my way as well. This is as high as I want to be. I have to start placing endstone in all the correct places. That's 3 so far. I'll link with the video with the coordinates in the description in case you want to do this yourself. But once you get into a system, it's pretty straightforward. That's mission accomplished. So when I reload, oh my goodness, did you just see it crash into all those Endermen? But anyway, first need to get rid of the crystals, which is easy enough with Elytra. Then I wait for this one to perch. So then I can get into position, stand here, reload the game, and it's going to charge at me. If all's gone to plan, it's going to freeze. Yes, it has. And what I'm doing now has never been shown before in Minecraft. I'll make sure the render distance is set to 12 and 12, and I will get building. If my calculations are correct, placing this block should set it off and keep pushing the dragon along until eventually it stops at this platform. Nicely placed obsidian. I'm also going to make this platform a little bit bigger. This is the spot where I'll be able to hit the dragons, but not yet. First, I have to fly back and wait for a brand new one to spawn, since that one over there is so far away that it is now unloaded. There we go, we've got one. I wait for it to perch, and I fly down and stand on this block. Then it charges at me and gets stuck again. From there, I can fly back to this dragon and take it out. As you can see, it drops the maximum amount of XP, so I've got quite a lot of levels. Then I can mine up this flying machine, fly back, and push this Ender Dragon over. Whilst I wait for him, I can start getting way better gear. Prop 4, Thorns 3, Unbreaking 3. I've used up all my levels, so I'll fly back up and let another dragon spawn in. And my goodness, we've had a disaster. Instead of the dragon perching, it's somehow got frozen. That's not meant to be possible. It's not the end of the world, but it does mean moving it's going to be a bit annoying. First, I'll prioritize getting rid of you. And this one seems to have unfroze by loading and unloading it, so that's a relief because I was not looking forward to having to push it. It should once again freeze, and I can rinse and repeat. Now, when I trap this one, I'm going to start pushing the dragon, and whilst it's moving along, I can be taking out this one, removing the flying machine, and collecting the XP. It's just a much more efficient way to do it. I've maxed out my armor as much as I can without using villagers for the rest, and also my sword, fortune pickaxe, the silk touch one, and that's everything as maxed out as it can be without getting further things from villagers, like mending and stuff like that. So now it is time to get loads and loads of XP from dragons. Level 250 is the target, and each dragon takes roughly 4 to 5 minutes to spawn and defeat. That's level 100 already, and now 200 levels, and that is 250 levels. I would be tempted to go for 300, but it'd take like an hour, and we've got other things to do to get rich. So I'll let this dragon arrive, then I'll let a new one spawn, defeat this one, grab all my belongings, and then this final dragon has frozen, so can be defeated. There we go. I can now never use this method again in this world, but I can grab the XP one final time, finally collect the egg, make more food, and quickly gather up 40 obsidian. Then I can craft some ender chests and put things in it. Going through the portal is take me to this village. Hello, good sir. Do you mind if I just steal this bed? And in fact, whilst I'm here, I could get at least one more mending book. And I reckon it's a smart idea to grab even more wood, because the next focus is to fully max out my armor and tools, which of course means villagers are the way. And after doing all this mining, I'm starting to realize something. Let me just first get a bunch of emeralds. And the thing I'm realizing is there's no point trading for loads and loads of emeralds, because at some point I'm going to build a raid farm. So I might as well just use all the emeralds I get from that. So armed with my 3 mending, I can now begin the search for a pillager outpost. Hopefully that shouldn't take too long. Blacksmith spotted with a few decent bits of loot. And this is perfect. I've found an outpost. It's not far from a village. That one just over there. So this is very, very ideal. And look at this. Oceans everywhere around me as well. So I better get busy collecting the stuff. Also have to come back to collect these shulker boxes because I completely forgot about them. This raid farm is designed by ENXO4 and it does require a lot of scaffolding. The bamboo is probably going to be the hardest thing to find. Also need 5 stacks of glass, so sand is going to be great. Also another monument. Should be pretty easy to get in, get the gold, and get out. Okay, apparently they're everywhere. Can't say no to free stuff. Although this time I did get mining fatigue. I appreciate the milk. Found a mushroom biome before I could even find a jungle. Shame it's kind of useless. Maybe bamboo can be found in a shipwreck instead. Hang on a minute. Up ahead looks very, very promising. Time to get mining. And string is also quite necessary. So I'll start searching for that. Plus I require some kelp, ice, and if I make a quick portal, I can grab magma, some of this, and a bunch of bone blocks. I need a lily pad, plenty plenty more string. That is almost everything. Just missing a bit of iron, which I'll mainly get from mining. And finally, some nether quartz. Now to fly back to the outpost. And then this right here is the spot to build it. I finally have every needed item. This is the spot it's going to be built. Rather than building a drop chute, a lava cast is going to be used instead. It'll just save me having to place all the blocks. And whilst I wait from that, I'm going to go to the top. There's also going to be a lava cast all the way up here, so we'll send that lava down. And I'll quickly head down to this one. Now to pick this up, I'm going to try and do it before I get to the bottom. I've got plenty of time. And then I'm lava casting it. This is just basically griefing 101. Next I can clear out all this. Now to go in here, this is the bottom of the drop chute and build up 6 blocks. This is where the dispenser is going to go with armor stands. It's also time to make a quick storage system. There we go. The water will move the items above the hoppers. This right here is the area that the player is going to stand. Now it's time for lava cast 2.0. I've got a spawning area up here with a lightning rod. This is a tower that is going to send the villagers to the top. That's as high as it can go. Let's take it to the top. Job done. We're going to go to here. We can start building extra stuff. This is one of the villager stations. Now to build 3 more. There we go. Next is my favourite part of the farm, the villager kidnapping bit. I'm hoping that this river connects all the way to the ocean. Otherwise, things could be quite hard work. Looks like it's not quite the case, so it'll have to be lured over land, which I can do with composters. Welcome, little villager. He's going to try and walk to that composter, but he realises he can't get there. Instead, he's going to be sent up to the top. Now let's remove this glass. In the villager goes. Please don't die. Okay, here we go. Down he goes. Alright, that one was pretty straightforward. Just gotta do it with 3 more. Welcome victim number 2. I've also got the 3rd one. And finally, the 4th. Let's send him down. There we go. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. Hello, villager. How would you like a new job? Complete with a 0 casualties success rate. Take 2. And this time, he survived. Also, I completely forgot that I actually need a 5th villager. And this child is the only one left. So it's a classic SB737 midnight kidnap. We haven't done one of those in a while. I had to use beds to lure it over here at night and boat the rest of the way. I didn't think it through taking a baby villager. You can just basically walk wherever it wants. Oh, but you've grown up now. Oh, well, that's handy because you can get back in the boat and go where you're supposed to. I'm also going to break this and replace it. That's going to set off all of those stations. Now let's get a composter there. Make sure you're all safety proofed. There we go. Just making a few additions to this drop chute. It's definitely coming together. Now to do a few final bits of redstone. This is the fun bit. Every single bit of scaffolding is now all going to break. I'm dispensing a few armor stands. Now to get the sorters going, I'm going to need a load of emeralds and stuff. And there's no point me wasting time trading from and things like that. Instead it makes more sense to just run the farm. So let's remove these, take out a pillager captain and head to the farm. From here I go on in and start swinging my sword. Just discovered that fire aspect breaks the farm, which means I very quickly need to make a new one. This one with mending will have to do. And now it's time for take 2 at the farm. Things seem to be working much better this time. A few vexes have spawned. What the heck? Where are all you guys coming from? That's probably because my sword is not a sharpness 5 one. The farm won't be truly perfect until I've sorted that. Lots of totems sorted. I can start adding things like emeralds to this, and I can continue using it to get more. Almost got enough stuff, but I've got a problem. The lack of sharpness 5 means vexes do keep spawning, so I'm going to dig down in search of lapis, and then I can work on improving my sword. There we go. There's a bit more here, and that should definitely be enough. Although it never is it? When you see more, you sometimes have to take it. That looks a little bit better. Oh, wow. Oh, come on. Fire aspect means that it's useless. I think I've got everything I need. Just going to put these together. The fact that that sorted looting 3 as well, which means I should get loot much faster. Still getting the situation where vexes eventually break out. A beacon is probably the only way to stop that. But the emeralds are already flowing in. And so now it's time for operation maxed out tools and armor. That means going to a village and working towards the missing upgrades. That's thorns, unbreaking, infinity, sharpness 5, and finally, efficiency 5. That last one was literally just so I could put it on the shears. And that's me done with the village. Now I need to fly really far in this direction to get even more mending from this guy. Job done. Next is Operation Find a Bastion, so I can get Soul Speed 3. That's the armor fully maxed out. Now to head to a fortress. Not quite what I was after, but it's free loot. Here's the one that I was at earlier, and the priority is to get loads of witherheads. That's 1, and another, and finally 3. But I'm going to spend time getting even more, because to be very rich, the 1 beacon just won't be enough. At least I get loads of coal from this anyway. And that's the 4th one. Fantastic. I've got 11 heads so far, but I have run out of food. All the pigmen are angry at me, and I'm basically just using totems to regen. There goes another one. With only half a heart of hunger left, things are getting worrying. I still can't get that 12th head. Okay, I'm now officially starving. And oh my goodness. If I die, then the last 16 hours goes down the drain. But I'm not leaving without 12. Apparently I got a 12th one, but I didn't remember seeing it, but at some point I did. Let's get out of here. That means the new priority is to get some food. Thankfully this portal was straight at the village. 1, 2, 3 wheat. Made into bread, and everything's okay. I should probably return to a pork chops diet, since I've got looting and fire aspect. It's very, very helpful. I've run out of firework rockets, so I'm boating like a peasant, but a trip to the end is needed, and get more gunpowder from someone like you. And the reason for the end is twofold. One, because I can dig under the end portal, spawn a wither in the bedrock, and I was going to say easily defeat it, but I think I did it at the wrong height. So I'll have to defeat you the old-fashioned way. That's it, down to half health, and the rest is easy. Time for take 2, and it got away again. Man, I need to get it in the middle. That one was way easier. Don't know why I'm even trying this method at this point. But this time, I've done it correctly. Would have been better if I did that all the other times. That's 4 nether stars. I need 12 obsidian for the beacons. And the other reason for needing to come to the end is when I go through the portal, because I broke my bed, it takes me straight to the spawn chunks. I wanted to know where they were. That's just so that I can build an iron farm in the spawn chunks. This guy will be useful, and so will these other guys. Next, a village is needed. This one's in a pretty good spot, as I'll be able to transport the villagers over water. The baby villagers are flowing in, and I can keep getting more wool. That should be enough beds for now. I'm hoping that village is in render distance when I'm at spawn, but it might just be a little bit too far away. This is where I'm going to be building it. You know what? Building it in an area where there's sand was a stupid idea. I'll clear a few trees and build it here instead. It's a very quick and straightforward build. Needs to be about here. I believe that is the farm done. Now I just need the villagers. In you get, good sir, and welcome to your new home. And that's now 3. Looks like they're trying to go back to their old beds. How stupid can you be? You can go down there, so can you. And over here we unfortunately had a casualty, so I'm kidnapping you instead. So they bred and made a baby one, which means I actually now have a spare villager. So I think it's a good idea for me to build the farm again. 3 more villagers in. This baby one has all grown up. If I grab warped wood, place 3 gates, and add lava so the golem gets taken out quicker. Okay, well, not quite like that. Need a gate underneath as well. First guy can be lured in. And our golem has spawned. Let's temporarily free you, mate. Yeah, it's much better when he burns in the lava. And that's the other one successfully set up. And I'll make it so this is a gated one as well. And because it's in spawn chunks, it will be getting me iron absolutely all the time. Yep, very handy indeed. Which means a hopper will be useful. I'll be back in a bit to see how everything's getting on, but that should really help in the quest for a full iron beacon. And speaking of beacons, I'm going to set one up of strength at the raid farm. The farm has been working perfectly. I made a couple of fixes here and there. As you can see, I've got loads of emeralds, plus loads of redstone, and loads of gunpowder. Also going to be needing a bunch of TNT, which means grabbing plenty of sand. And now I'm looking forward to head to spawn to see just how my iron farms are getting on. Over 4 stacks here, and same again there. Now to grab a bit more sand to make the rest of the TNT. From there, it's Operation Head to the Nether, followed by dig a tunnel. That's probably going to be long enough. Next, I'll lace it with TNT and blow it up. Already getting ancient debris. Feels nice doing this without worrying. Feels nice doing this without it being for a full beacon. That's half a stack already. Just gonna keep going. And now an entire stack. There's still quite a bit of tunnel left to go. And that's it. I've made it to the end. There wasn't quite as much... by the way, I just crashed into a wall, but there wasn't quite as much of the tunnel left as I first thought. But it has to be said, 70 pieces of ancient debris is a pretty good haul. Now it's Operation Get Smelting, craft a smithing table. Next, I'll craft loads of netherite and upgrade all my tools, including the hoe, and all of my armor. The project for an iron beacon is well underway. The emerald one can already be done, but as for a gold beacon, that still needs sorting. I've also completely run out of gunpowder, so whilst I wait for night, I might as well begin building the 3 of these. That's one done, the base of the next finished, and some of this one done as well. Finally, it's night and I'm getting gunpowder. I could also do with getting a few of these to improve my hoe. Now to use a bit of E-ring to find bastions, because I need all the gold. Just gotta be very careful that I don't die. Look at that, we got a notch apple. My first one of the video. That's already an extra 21 blocks, and there's still all these extra blocks at the top. The loot isn't too exciting, but to get 32 blocks from one bastion is pretty good indeed. Also, whilst I'm here, I wouldn't mind trying to get yet another beacon. Although, considering I still need Swift Sneak from an ancient city, I'm not entirely sure it's worth it. What have we got here? There won't be quite as much gold at this one, but if I dig along here, there's still quite a nice amount. There's also 3 blocks at this place as well. This might be the last one that needs to be visited, and with it being bridge, it's super easy to get the gold. Oh, look at that! Managed to grab an extra one on my way past. One last bastion will definitely give me everything that I need. Assuming I don't die here anyway. Now let's grab that gold. If all this doesn't give me enough, then I don't know what will. Anyway, my big priority now is to get back home. Although one more bastion couldn't hurt. I'm just addicted to stealing gold. Sadly, I did run out of firework rockets, so going on foot wasted a lot of time. On the positive side, I should be able to complete this. Beautiful, that's 2 down. More irons coming, although there is still quite a bit of work left to go on this one. For some reason, the farms aren't super reliable when I'm not in the area, which is not good news at all. Anyway, all I really need is enough gunpowder to fly to this portal, which leads nicely to the raid farm that will let me solve my gunpowder problems for good. I am now at the point of being at less than 1 hour. Gunpowder problems are a thing of the past, and there's 2 important things left for me to do. In order to max out my leggings, I need Swift Sneak. And there's only one place that can be found, an ancient city. So I'm keeping my eye out for that. And I also want to swing by this village to grab Mending, and also either Silk Touch or Fortune, so that my hoe will also be maxed out. Time has been ticking, but the mission has been successful. With that, I can combine them and fully max the hoe, meaning the only tool left to be maxed out are these leggings. I mean, I could do a crossbow and a trident, but I don't really ever use those. I don't think they're very interesting. I don't think there's any point in them, basically. And the best way I'm going to find an ancient city will be by digging down when I find one of the peaks biome. This is a smallish one here. It does continue over there, so hopefully somewhere around here there is an ancient city below me. I'm actually running out of time to complete this. Oh, well, found a diamond. And there is deep dark down here, which is promising. Just realised I've just set off a shrieker as well. Oh my goodness. Forgot that you don't need an ancient city to have those stupid shriekers. Connects to a mine shaft. And this actually connects all the way to the outside. I don't seem to be having a lot of joy down there. Well, there's 2 more mountains in this direction. So I'll dig down here and see if I get any other joy. Alright, we've got another of these places. A stupid shrieker. This time I'm going to move around very carefully. Aha! Ancient city spotted. And a diamond. I think this hoe could actually be useful. 1 more shrieker and the warden will spawn. But hey, that's a risk I'm willing to take. Okay, well, it's actually happening because it's spawning. Alright, it's Swift Sneak. I'd smite. That's not what I want. Since I managed to disable the warden in my hardcore world, I forgot what it's actually like to go in an ancient city. Swift Sneak 3. Oh, perfect. We've got what we needed. But it might still be worth searching for some nut chapels. Just got to be a little bit careful because there are wardens everywhere. Well, with 9 minutes left, I think I'm just going to have to accept that I'm probably not going to find a nut chapel. Maybe in here. I'll just check these final 2 ones. But nothing. So I think it makes sense to dig up for a bit of iron if you see it. Officially get everything fully maxed out. Mine even more iron. And build a portal to get home. Having the clock tick in your corner of your eye is honestly quite a terrifying experience. I need to finish that iron beacon. I've got just 6 minutes to fly to spawn, which is going to be annoying if I have to keep digging through walls. Might have had to use a totem, but I've made it. I'm hoping the iron farms will be working okay, although we've got this roaming golem over there. I've quickly set all of these off smelting. There is quite a bit in here, but will it be enough? We'll have to see. There is still this one to go at. There's not as much in this one. Ah, it's going to be tight. Oh my goodness, and a creeper just blew it up. With just 2 minutes left, that is the last thing I need. If I'm short by the amount that got blown up by the creeper, I am not going to be happy because it's all my fault then. Alright, another row done. That's a few in there. Come on, a crafting table. 31 blocks. Oh, it's going to be tight. It's going to be so tight. Alright, take it back. It's not going to be tight at all. We had 6 to spare. We've got 126, and I have realised that I need glass to make the beacons. So iron, get out of there. There's more important stuff to be smelted now. We're down to less than a minute. Okay. 3 of those. Obsidian, I definitely have enough, which means I need 15 glass in the next 35 seconds. What is this? I'm going to be like so close, aren't I, yet so far? Come on, 12. Yes, I can do this. I can do this. I just grab some of them first, SP. Come on. All right, 3 more glass. That's it. 1, 2. Talk about cutting it fine, but I think I'm good. I'm very good. I've got 20 seconds. Let's place them down. Hey, 3 full beacons in less than 24 hours is not bad. Can I activate them all as well? Let's give it a go. We'll make this one haste. Only 2 seconds left. 1, and the challenge is over.